We said 15 minutes. I ain't even feel like waiting. Because what we just saw, first off, I want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all for rocking with us, for tuning in to us. It is your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. I'm joined by the Brody Bro, Stefan the Don. Y'all may know him as Ringo J, the man formerly known as Ringo J. Dog. What did we just see? That was a joke. We really just lost the second game in a row that we were up the entire game. Wire to wire. We had no low points in that game. I want to thank the Chicago Bulls for at least giving me an entertaining game to call. But god dang it, would you mind closing them out? Good Lord, Ringo, what'd you see, man?
Bro.
Exactly. That's all you can say.
Hey, real talk. I just told you this before the live started. The fact that y'all have managed to irritate me more than the Miami Heat have this season, it's just this is getting ridiculous, and it's legitimately like we tired of the excuses. Everybody know what they need to do, and y'all not doing it. I'm tired of hearing, hey, Kobe got to do this.
And look,
Wendell got to do this.
Yeah, and there's no more. There's no more of that. Look, I get the team has to learn how to win. No, the team needs more talent. Zach LaVine is out there playing 2-on-1,
and that's literally what it was. Soon as y'all got to the fourth quarter, it was like, all right, give Zach the ball. Everybody else just standing there. And to his credit, he did his thing. But in the fourth quarter, they knew that y'all was tired, so it was just, all right, what's the Denver Nuggets bread and butter? They'll pick and roll with y'all, and you couldn't stop it.
Couldn't even slow it down. And Jokic went off in the second half, by the way, if y'all didn't notice. We appreciate y'all for tuning into the video. Before we get too deep into this, man, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly, almost daily, and we don't want you to miss a thing. So make sure that y'all hit that bell. A lot of people showing love in the live, man. Over 200 in the chat, 200. But man, I mean, listen. There's a lot of things I can say about this team, right? As y'all can see, I bleed Chicago through and through. Let me get that out the way. When you, as a team, can watch one player go out and bust his butt on a night in, night out basis, and you realize that, hey, we got to do something. We got to do something. We got to give some kind of production. Somebody else has to do something to put us in a position to win. And nobody can do anything. Kobe White. Lauri Markkanen. Lauri, where were you?
10 points. 10 points.
Let me give y'all the stats tonight, just so you can see where this team is at. And Zach LaVine having a tough first half, having a real tough first half, right? I think he finished the first half with 8 points. But he finishes your game with 32, 2 and 4, 10 of 20 shooting, 9 for 9 from the three-point line, or from the free throw line, 3 of 9 for the three-point line, struggled from the three-point line. Your next best player is Otto Porter Jr., who played a good game, played a really good game, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists on 9 of 13 shooting, but disappears down the stretch. Disappears at the end of that game. After that, Kobe White, 17. Where's Kobe White at the end of the fourth quarter? Where's Kobe White
Making mental mistakes.
in overtime?
Making mental
You
mistakes.
have to find somebody that this Bulls team can count on night in and night out, play in and play out. Make sure y'all liking the video up while you're in here too, because Zach LaVine is literally going to war 2-on-1. You want to know what the 2-on-1 was? He's going to war against two guys who were held in check for most of the game until the second half began. Nikola Jokic, 34, 15, and 9. 34, 15, and 9. And just to top that off, Jamal Murray, 34, 2 and 5.
And then the crazy part about it is, the last game before that when he played the Bulls, he had 35, 15, and 9.
Talk about Jokic.
He basically, yeah. So he basically just did the same thing they did yet again, and you basically held him in check.
Dog, I'm honestly, I was debating doing it because what am I going to say? What am I going to say that is going to, like, he needs help. He needs help. There needs to be a better defensive commitment. He needs help. And I feel bad for the fact that Billy Donovan came into this situation. But I'll tell you this. I guarantee you the way that this team is playing, the way that these players are playing, the Bulls are buyers at the trade deadline. I'll bet you any amount the Bulls are going to be, not buyers, I'm sorry, sellers at the trade deadline.
Oh, it went
sellers at the trade deadline. Kobe White, gone.
Need to be.
Wendell Carter, probably on his way out of here. Thad Young, I would assume you might keep. Only reason you might keep Thad, I'll tell you why.
It's because Zach guys.
That's his boy. That's Zach's boy. That's Zach's boy.
That was his vet. That was his vet, I think, when he came in.
We are here game in and game out, sitting here to the last set. And look, they're better. They're competitive. That's not good enough. This is an evaluation season, absolutely. But these are not games that these are not games where it's like, oh, it was close the entire game and we lost it at the last second. No, you were up at some points in this game 15. You were up big at some points in this game. And legitimately, you smoked another one. You smoked another one.
No DJ Khaled.
And for guys to be playing like this, this is the thing, you can't count on guys down the stretch. Right now, P. Will, he's a good player, but he's not producing enough for Billy Donovan to put him in down the stretch. That's the reality of it. I think P. Will is going to be a very good player, but right now he's not producing enough for Billy Donovan to trust him down the stretch, right? There is no one on this team besides Zach LaVine that you can consistently trust down the stretch to get the job done.
Besides that,
I put Thad in there, but I'm not looking for Thad to give me that kind of offensive production.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And down the stretch, what I needed Thad to do, Thad did. Down the stretch, he's bodying up on Nikola Jokic, getting steals.
Got the hustle rebound.
Getting hustle rebounds. Attacking those are the things I need Thad to do. I don't need Thad. Thad's not going to give me 30. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm not relying on Otto Porter Jr. to give me 30 either. The fact that Otto gave me 22, it's a blessing. You know what happens in games? What should happen in games when Otto gives you 22? You should win.
Yo, the other thing about it is, too, I would say y'all as Bulls fans, especially in the chat, it's time for y'all to hop off this Wendell and Lauri bandwagon, because Pat is basically trying to say is Lauri can't decide to give me 20 every 5 games. Because essentially we losing those games because nobody else is helping out.
Oh, dog, if listen, Lauri Markkanen.
Like,
let me give you a stat line real quick. 29 minutes, 10 points, 2 rebounds.
You're getting active.
2 assists.
You out there.
Don't confuse activity with productivity. 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
If he just running down the court, he getting active to me.
If you want to do that, go to the bench. Legit. You going to give me that kind of production? Go sit on the bench. I don't need you for 30 minutes. What I'm using you for 30 minutes for, you putting up 10 points. Yo, why? Because every now and then you can give me a 30-point game? Go to the bench.
And then, like, the most wild part to it is...
No, this is the wild part. They literally just had the conversation about him being a better rebounder.
I was literally just about
to
say
that,
with bro.
It then, dog. I'm about to flip a tape.
Bro, there was literally like, oh, he's 7-1. He needs to work on getting rebounds more. His rookie season, he had 9 boards. Billy's like, oh, yeah, he should work on that. He needs to be better. He has to be better. Where's the improvement? Where's the improvement? And even there, he's giving you 20 and 6 most nights. He like I ain't never met a 7'1" big that don't want to box out.
Hey, dog. Dirk gave you 6.
Dirk
gave me 6, dog.
Zion gonna give me 6 alone just off offensive boards.
Well, Zion right. I was gonna say Zion gonna give you that on offensive boards.
Like, this is ridiculous. We keep saying the same thing, bro. And I hate to bring this up and beat a dead horse. Is what
hey, look, Dirk for a career gave you 7. 7.5.
Wild.
7.5.
Wild. It's crazy to me because this is the same thing. Because all these mugs in the chat be the same mugs that be there when they do the Bears post game. Oh, Mitch always just say, I gotta be better. We don't need to hear that, bro. We don't need that. We just need you to go out and execute. You in the NBA.
Jay Chris said, "Who is this we, Ringo?"
Man, look. It's. I'm not a Bulls fan. I love this city. Y'all got too many teams in this city. That's great. This is just. Pick your poison. Both of these teams is just.
And look, the only saving grace right now is the fact that you also a Giants fan. So
bro,
buns. But I mean, look, really,
bro,
you have to figure out. Billy has to go back there, and I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's some players and some people. This is a game where Billy's gonna get into everybody. While Zach played well, this is a game where Billy's gonna get into everybody. Ain't nobody exempt from it.
Like the strip at the end of the game when he was just
the
ball up by,
you got to take care of the ball better. Campazzo's killing you. You got killed by a dude whose name we never say.
Kobe White got hooped up by a dude who rarely get ticked. He not even the dude that come off the bench. Gary Harris is the dude that come off the bench for them. Like, this dude rarely get ticked, and he out hold you in the fourth quarter and in overtime.
Dog.
Like, it get down to a point. You gotta stop saying I'm like, what's that one Shia LaBeouf meme? Yesterday you said tomorrow. Like, just do it. Like, bro, seriously.
PK is saying in the chat, and this is all I keep seeing. Y'all either gonna admit I was right for saying that Zach not gonna stick around for this, or you gonna admit we need to trade him before it's too late. No. Let him not stick around, because if he don't stick around, it means we don't trade him. Like, I'm not in the market of trading away good players.
Bro, literally.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how this game goes if Zach LaVine's not on the Bulls. Jokic goes for 34.
We packing this up by the second quarter.
You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe not the second. He didn't play well in the second. But I'm just saying, like, I'm never in the market of trading away good players. You know what happens when you trade away good players? The Miami Heat go to an NBA championship.
Yes, sir. Hey man, we'll take your.
You'll never see me in the market of trading away good players. You'll never see me agree to trading away good players. You might have seen it when Jimmy first got traded, because I was like, I think the Bulls need to go a different direction here. I was wrong. Jimmy Butler would have been nice.
We went to the finals.
You know what I'm saying? You lost them.
Hey, you ain't gonna value me. I know somebody else who can. Hey man, it's just, bro. Like, I'm literally getting tired of the same speeches, bro. It's like, bro, we beat a damn horse every post game, bro.
Dog, I swear. I
I
got nothing. Like, legit. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm just like, dog, like, what do I really want to talk about from this game? But I mean, this is who the Bulls are right now. They're bad. They're bad. And I understand you're gonna be bad. And I understand, look, I'm a person that realizes this is the NBA. Adding one player to a team can change everything. Or adding a group of players to a team, if you are able to go out and get Alonzo, that could change everything. If you are able to go out and get a Drummond, which I don't think is going to be feasible, but that could change everything.
I believe you could snag him, but to be able to pay him, I don't feel like.
Yeah, I mean, that's two max players.
I don't feel like that's in the best interest.
But I'm also not going to go down that hole again. But
I'm definitely not. Us and PK, we just gonna have to disagree.
We're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna agree to disagree because I'm not in the market of trading away good players, and you only got one. You've got one. Legitimately. But I do think that one player could change everything. And listen, it seems like the perception around the Bulls at least has changed. It seems like the fact that they have a Billy Donovan, the fact that AK's in there, maybe he'll be able to go out and get some guys. But I mean, dog, these games are too frequent. The talent's not there. Mugs that still want to say, Kobe White, he's 20 years old. You can't give up on him yet. He's not a point.
Bro, it's time. Bro,
it's not even giving up.
He's not a tweet the other day.
He's not a point. And for you to continue to run him out there as a point, which I think is more so happening because they really just don't have another point guard that you can count on. It's a joke. To see him at point every night is a joke.
At best, this man is Jordan Clarkson.
Oh no, Jordan Clarkson built himself up to a guaranteed 20 a game.
If he ever fix it, because Jordan Clarkson don't dribble, he don't do nothing. He's shooting that pill, but in this system, and this right now, he not it, bro.
Yeah,
he not it.
Yeah, and
that's sad to say, but real talk, like. It's literally like I can't even say the rest of the note because I don't even know. It's Zach LaVine and the rest of the group.
The rest of the nobody.
Like,
I can't say that because I do believe that Thad is a somebody. I think that Thad is a very good player.
But that's your only dangling piece.
That's it.
It's a role player.
That's it. Thad is a role. Listen, Thad had and we can say based on the eye test and what we saw, Thad had a great game. Thad still had a game that was 11, 10, and 6. He had a great game though,
which is almost a triple-double off the bench. Almost, which is basically if you putting that up against anybody else, like that's a great night.
Yeah.
From almost any role player. If I'm getting a double-double off the bench with 6 assists, 2 to go with that.
And this is the crazy part, right? This is the crazy part. We're sitting here slandering the bench. The bench played great.
60 points? Wasn't it 60?
But you know what? When it counts, they didn't.
But
when it counts, they didn't.
It matters. Because the whole time I'm sitting
and this is the part that the Bulls are not getting right now. I could look at the numbers and tell you the Chicago Bulls should have won tonight's game. The bench put up, 60? Your starters had a great scoring night, but you know what happens? You can't close it out. You can't put these teams away. Consistently, you can't put these teams away. Consistently. This has not been a problem the last 2 games. This has been a problem all season.
Hey, I'm going to ask the chat this. So the Bulls have almost played, 40? 41 games just about? Be honest.
We got 79 in here. If y'all could like the video.
Out of all those games, how many games have been close? Cause I would venture to say almost about half. Out of those 40 games, I can guarantee you y'all played at least about 20 and lost every single one. A lot of losses. Like, do you know what? Like, if you take, cause what's the record like now? Like 17 and
the Bulls record.
22.
Bulls right now are. Let me get the update here. 18 and 22.
Dude, take 10 of those losses away and put those as wins.
It's an entirely different team.
All because you're not executing.
It's an entirely different team.
That's top 4 in the East.
It's an entirely different team. Because you're not executing at the most important moment.
No, it's top 4 in the East, and they don't have another star.
Yeah.
All it comes down to is execution.
Yeah.
And they're simply not executing when it matters, and it's the same simple mistakes every time. I was telling Pat, Kobe stepped out of bounds, and he knew right then and there was on him.
Yeah.
Billy called a timeout. As soon as he called a timeout, he didn't even look at Billy. He just went back to the huddle with his head down. Why? Because he knew. It's the same speech over and over. I should not have to keep telling you the same thing over and over and over again. And the only reason why you're on the floor is because we don't have Garrett Temple right now. And you're supposed to be taking advantage of these minutes. Same thing with Wendell. The Bulls are up. Why are you crying about calls? You're having a decent game off the bench. You crying about? You took yourself out the game.
Yeah, he's in his own head.
It's the same stuff. Like it's the same stuff, and everybody's tired. I'm tired of it. Like I do. I like coming here, vibing with y'all. We family, cool. But these laws, it's the same thing every time. The same thing. Like don't tell me about Larry. Don't tell me about when these mugs gotta go. If the only way Thad stays is if Zach is there, even though Zach is older, he's a role piece on the championship team. That's fact.
I think he's more than a role piece. I think he's absolutely more than a role piece. But I mean,
it's dude. Like
I don't even know. Like,
it's nothing else to say.
It's really not. Only thing I'm gonna say is 86 people in here. If we can get them likes up, we can get some love in here, man. But I mean, real, like, you have to have the ability to close these games out, and I think you have to have a closer on this team. And Zach's trying to be that, but when he's playing literally the entire game, and then you're counting on him in crunch time, we shouldn't be getting into crunch time moments. This is on everybody.
And we said that.
This is on everybody. We can't exclude Zach from it. This is on everybody. We shouldn't be getting into crunch time moments. And these last 2 games, these should be 2 wins in a row. We should be talking about the Bulls on a 4-game winning streak right now. And in crunch time moments, when it matters most.
5. It's 5.
Well, they won 2 in a row, and then they lost 2 in a row.
Oh. Yeah, I definitely thought it was 3.
When it matters most, you're not able to get the job done. And it's continuing to, and I'm going to be real with you. These are the kind of losses that spiral you into a continual loss. These are the kind of losses that spiral you into continuing to lose down the stretch, continuing to fail down the stretch.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. And the thing is, the point about Zach about him playing all those minutes going into the fourth quarter, we said that about 20 games ago.
Yeah.
Basically at the beginning of the season when y'all went on that West Coast road trip. And I'm at, because literally we covered the whole road trip.
Yeah.
You played all the top West teams and was hanging in there with them. And it was like, you can't keep relying.
But at the beginning of the season, it was cool. At the beginning of the season, it was cool.
And then it was like, yo, they got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And nothing has happened.
The fact that we're still having these same losses coming towards the middle of the season, heading into this play-in tournament or whatever that mess is going to be, heading into the fact that we're having these same kinds of losses doesn't bode well for the team, because it's telling you that they're not learning. It's telling you that they're not improving. I mean, listen, I think we can honestly say night in and night out, we see Zach LaVine continue to grow. We see Zach LaVine step up in the big moments. But I can't say that about Kobe White. I can't say that about Lauri Markkanen. I can't say that about Wendell Carter Jr. I can't say that about name the young guy. Because let's be real, Thad Young's not a part of your championship future. Garrett Temple's not a part of your championship future. Otto Porter's not a part. Denzel Valentine's not a part. Whoever you want to, they're not a part of it. The people that are possibly a part of it: Kobe White, Wendell Carter, Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen. Those are the people that are possibly a part of it. And I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want Lauri a part of it, because Lauri, I can't count on him if I can't count on you night in and night out, and you're injury prone, what are you doing on the court? I want Lauri to be good. I don't want Muzz to think I'm just sitting here hating on Lauri. I want Lauri to be good. But if I can't count on you night in and night out, you're not a number two. Unless you want to take a bad pay cut and you want to come off of the bench, let's go.
I don't even think Wendell's a part of this either, though.
I don't think Wendell's a part of it, but I could take Wendell as a bench point guard. It's a letdown, or I'm sorry, as a bench center. It's a letdown. It's a letdown from
it's a major letdown for his skills.
He was 7.
Bro, for how skilled he is, this is ridiculous.
He was 7. He was the 7th pick in the draft. It's a letdown. But I can see Wendell being on this team as a bench center if you draft the right guy in front of him. But there's nobody on this team that I think you shouldn't move on from other than Zach LaVine. There's nobody on this team that I really believe that, like, you have to wait for that. Well, P will. I mean, P will. Yeah, P will. P will.
Zach LaVine and P will.
That's it. Other than them two, and look, I don't think P Will's. I love P Will. I think P Will's going to be a very talented player, but this season he's not exempt. You out on the court, you got to step up. If you out on the court, you got to step up. And he hasn't. And I think that's a big part, because Billy's trying to play him in big moments. But listen, you got there's nobody on this team. There's Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter Jr., Kobe White, Denzel Valentine. There's nobody on this team that's young that I see, that I look at and I say, that young person is going to help us continue to grow. At all. And that's really where we're at right now, and I hate that we're there.
Yo, I'm going to say this too. And for that point that he just made about P. Will, I want y'all to understand something. For anybody that comes up after this and says, well, P. Will's a rookie. Rah. You got to give him time to... LaMelo Ball got his team in the playoffs and they 6.
P. Will was 4. I'm sorry, they don't get that luxury.
Tyrese Halliburton is hooping.
They don't get that luxury. When you're top 5, you don't get that luxury.
Everybody that
top 5 means you're supposed to contribute right now.
Has been picked in the top 5 has been hooping.
Yeah.
Outside of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And I will say, P. Will has hoops. I think P. Will is one of those players that is going to be kind of the long run player where you sitting there like 5 years down the road, we're gonna be like, yo, that was a nice pickup. But
yeah, it was.
But right now, P. Will's trying to learn to be aggressive, and he just doesn't fit in with this offense that is aggressive, and he's not. He has to be more aggressive. And look, when we seen him be more aggressive,
he gets the foul every time.
He gets the foul every time when he's getting 23. But I need to see you be more aggressive. And I think P. Will, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think a lot of P. Will's problem is weight. He getting put up against a lot of big dudes, so I think a lot of his problem is weight. And so I think that with an offseason in the weight room, I think that he'll do a lot better. But I mean, listen, just because he's a rookie doesn't mean he's excluded from this. You got to be better. This team as a whole has to be better, and they haven't been. And I'm going to be real with you. Other than Zach, for this game, I can look at every Chicago Bull on the other side of that floor and say that that was a problem. What we saw tonight was a problem. But I can look at this team as a collective and say that moving forward, the piece that I don't want to get rid of is Zach LaVine.
I got another question for the chat.
Go ahead with it.
I want y'all to take y'all fandom out of it, and be honest. I'm gonna answer this too. Are the Bulls even ready for the play-in? Like, are they even gonna make the play-in? Cause the way
they'll make it,
they'll
make it because the East is so bad, and they'll probably go on another heater. This is the hardest part of our schedule. The schedule don't get easier, but this legitimately what's coming up. These 10 games coming up is the hardest part of our schedule. So they'll make it because the East is weak, and they'll probably hit a heater at some point, and they'll start winning some games. But you know what I'm saying? Like we're not heading towards top 10. Or I'm sorry, we're not heading towards top 5 in the East right now. Not with what we got. Not with the talent we got. I like what Cooper said right there. They'll make it, but they're not ready. But you need that experience. You need that experience. They'll make it, but they're not ready. But you do need that experience.
And that's an honest assessment. I feel like that's an honest assessment. But to me, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even think they'll. I'm sorry, but I don't even think they're gonna make the play-in.
I think they'll make it,
dude. Like, cause I'm just at a standpoint when they get there. If they get there, the other team that they playing gonna be hungry. And this Bulls team don't look hungry at all. These mugs out collecting checks and looking pretty. You got Denzel dropping albums.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. They definitely doing stuff.
Like you got Denzel dropping albums. Kobe out here. I saw a little interview that they did with him once. I'm the best looking on the team. You ain't hooping.
And Ray, just to answer your question, I'm not poo-pooing P. Will. I'm not saying that P. Will, but P. Will got to do more.
Dude.
P. Will's a top 5 rookie. Just because he plays for our team doesn't mean that we can change our expectations of him. James Wiseman's a different situation. James Wiseman was hurt. Just because he's on our team, if he was a top 5 rookie on any other team, we would look at him and say, man, he looks like he might be really good, but he hasn't done it consistently. Don't change your tune because he plays for the Chicago Bulls. That's the same thing with Kobe White. That's the same BS we get with Wendell Carter. That's the same BS we get with name the rookie or whatever player that's drafted to we got to wait for it.
Even if you look at his class, Kobe White's class, it's just been a year. Like you giving me the same numbers. It's no growth, bro. Just go look at what the Hornets was doing before LaMelo got there. Now,
before LaMelo got in the starting lineup.
Before he got in the starting lineup, he was averaging 15, 6 or 7.
And I'm not saying I don't think that P. Will's gonna be a nice player. I'm not saying that I don't think P. Will's gonna. I think P. Will's gonna be a very talented player in this NBA. He does everything, and he plays great defense. I think P. Will's gonna be very good, but I can judge him based on what I saw tonight, and I can take out. I'm talking about tonight because I've seen P. Will put up 23, play great defense, and get good assists. I've seen that. Give me that. And we can't say we can't expect him to give it to me consistently. Why? He's a top 4 rookie. Anthony Edwards can give it to me consistently. Pause. LaMelo can give me buckets consistently. You see, I switched that right there. Just because he's on my team does not mean that I can't be critical of his game. We got to stop that. We got to stop that, Chicago.
Bro,
we gotta stop that. I understand. I think that P. Will's gonna be good. I think that 5 years down the road, people are gonna look at P. Will and be like, "Wow, that is a really nice pickup by the Chicago Bulls. I can't believe they found him as a gem."
But the flip side to that is Zach LaVine's what 20,
25,
25,
26.
5 years down. Okay, 5 years down the road, 31.
I mean, listen. By that point, if it comes to that, he probably won't be on the team.
Like,
but I'm not saying 5. I'm not saying 5 years down the road, P. Will is gonna blossom. I'm saying 5 years down the road, we're gonna be like, "Hey, yo, this kid's already got us in a position to do some great things in the NBA." But to me, like as Bulls fans, and listen, I'm one that I fall in love with our players. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Bulls fan. I sit here and talk on this show, and I created this show to do this, but it's because I'm a fan of my teams. I love the Bulls. And I looked at Kobe White coming into the season, and I said he didn't have enough time to become a point guard, blah, blah, blah. But look, he's had enough time. Oh, it hasn't clicked for him. It's not going to. Okay. You know what I've seen that clicks for him? Putting the ball in the bucket. When he don't got to worry about controlling the ball, he can play. I can see that. Why can't we as Bulls fans? When I see P. Will be aggressive, you know what happens? P. Will's one of the better rookies in the draft because he's playing it on both ends of the court. Why can't I say that? I can see it. I'm saying it. When I see Lauri Markkanen be aggressive, guess what? I've said it on this show before. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best big men in the NBA when he's aggressive. And if I see it, I'm going to say it. I don't care if he plays for my team or not. They've been playing subpar. They've offered no help to Zach LaVine. And this team as a whole has taken complete steps backwards since the All-Star break. And that's the bottom line. Now, I appreciate y'all for tuning in with us today. And at the end of the day, we still see Red Nation. I got 36 inches of bullhead sitting over there. But this team got to get it together, man. This team got to get it together. Like the video if you agree, man. We're going to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for showing the love, man. Another loss. The Bulls fall to the Dallas. Good Lord. I'm on the wrong team. The Denver Nuggets, 131-127. It's C-Red Nation till I die. It's going to continue to be C-Red Nation. If you're new to the live, if you're new to the video, like the video, please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. And we don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. For my boy Stefan the Don, it's your boy Pat the Designer. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. And get it together. Peace.
Peace.